Alright, so in this video, I want to show you how I create YouTube-style thumbnails using AI. We'll go step by step from building the prompt to generating and refining the final result, so you can actually use this in your own workflow. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more content like this. The first thing I'm going to do is use a system I built inside ChatGPT. You'll be able to access it through the link in the description, where I've included all the components and styles you need to feed into ChatGPT or any other language model. In general, the most important part here is how we structure the prompt. We split it into a few key elements. First, the composition, which clearly defines what the main subject is doing on screen. Then the background, which also needs to be described and visually interesting. Then emotions, so the prompt tells the model what should stand out the most. Atmosphere, meaning all the extra visual elements that build the scene. The style itself, which is more of a visual treatment. You'll find a list of styles in the document in the description. And finally, the lens type, to really enhance the depth and look of the image. Now let's create our first thumbnail. For that, I'll add an image reference. I'll keep it simple. I want a tagged character from the reference walking through a jungle, with a strong close-up on the face and clear expression. We click generate and wait. And after a moment, we get a full prompt ready. We take that and move into Freepik. I switch the model to Google Nano Banana 2, because for this type of thumbnails, I personally like it the most, although later we might see that Nano Banana Pro also performs well. That's part of the fun with AI. You never really know what's going to work best. Sometimes the models surprise you. So we got the first result. And honestly, I'm not fully satisfied. I'll ask the system to improve it, make it more natural, and define the clothing more clearly. The whole point of this system is clarity in prompts, and as you can see, we got a new version that directly addresses what I asked for. So we generate again and see what we get. Alright, this is definitely better. But let's try pushing it further. I'll add an extra close-up and see what happens. Don't be afraid to experiment, especially since Freepik generations are unlimited. We drop in the new prompt and wait. Okay, now this is actually looking good. It feels more alive and starts to make sense visually. Now I'll run this through Nano Banana Pro, and honestly, this looks really solid, better than I expected. Maybe Nano Banana Pro is still the king. Looks like we shouldn't write it off. Next, I ask ChatGPT to add more drama, some rain, more emotional tension. We wait for the result. And yeah, now I really like it. This is already a strong YouTube thumbnail, no real complaints about quality. Let's try something more crazy. I want to see how the system handles a completely different idea. This time, I want the character riding fast on a giant yellow rubber duck. Okay, not that crazy yet. So I tell ChatGPT to make it more abstract. And now yeah, these results are definitely more wild. One of them struggled with composition a bit, but overall it's funny and it really stands out. And that's the key, it has that YouTube style energy. I also created a thumbnail in a Batman style look. Simple request to ChatGPT. At first it gave me a mask, but then I clarified and it switched to my actual face. The beauty of this system is consistency. You get stable results quickly and nothing really breaks along the way. Another important thing, these thumbnails are not final. You can always refine them further. Here, I'll add some text in Photoshop, play with masking the character, make it look more dynamic. You can also adjust exposure and treat the AI output as just the starting point. Now let's try adding text directly with AI. I ask it to generate the same jungle thumbnail, but with text included. We get a result, but I don't like the typography. So I ask ChatGPT to make the font more modern and cleaner. And yeah, that's much better. A useful trick here is to generate a composition with text, then remove the text in a second step. This gives you a stronger layout, and then you can add your own text later with full control in Photoshop. Now, I want to test something else. Let's see how the system works with multiple references. I'll take 4 different faces, feed them into ChatGPT, and ask it to create a thumbnail where these 4 people are arguing. Important detail. In Freepik, you need to upload the images in the same order as in ChatGPT because the tags follow that order, and here are the results. Honestly, pretty solid. The key thing is, we kept facial consistency, and overall it looks good. I also tried a variation with the same people in Antarctica The results were interesting, but I had to ask ChatGPT twice to make the close-up more clear. Finally, I tested a thumbnail combining a product and a face, and I have to say, this worked really well. Clean, clear, and professional. So yeah, as you can see, it's not about one perfect prompt, it's about iteration, testing, and understanding how to guide the model. If you want access to the system and all the components I used, check the link in the description. And if you're interested in AI-driven content production like this, make sure to stick around.